Next topic, concentration of ore. Concentration of ore is one of the important step in metallurgical process. Already you know 3 steps involved in the metallurgical process. In these 3 steps, the first one is concentration of ore. So first we are going to learn about concentration of ores. In concentration of ore, first one important term is given. The name of the term is ganj. That is, ore are associated with non-metallic impurities, rocky materials and siliceous matter. Non-metallic, that is other than any metal, means that is considered as here impurities. Rocky materials, rock, that means stone, and siliceous matter means silicon containing matter, that means usually sand. So generally ore is associated with non-metallic impurities, rocky materials and siliceous matter, which are collectively known as, these are all ore, non-metallic impurities, rocks, that is rocky materials, and sand, that is siliceous matter, all are collectively known as ganj. So this is the first term in this paragraph. The preliminary step in metallurgical process is removal of these impurities. So first we have to remove these non-metallic impurities, rocky materials and siliceous matter. So first we have to remove these impurities. Removal of these impurities, removal process is known as concentration of ore. This removal process is called as concentration of ore. So here definition is given for concentration of ore. Removal of these impurities is called as concentration of ore. It increases the concentration of metal of interest. If impurities is removed, means the percentage of metal is increases. That only given here. It increases the concentration of metal because removal of impurities takes place. Several methods are available for this process, and the choice of the method will depend on the nature of the ore and type of impurity and environmental factors. Several methods are available. So in your book totally 4 methods are given. One is gravity separation, second one is flotation, third one is leaching, fourth one is magnetic separation. Totally 4 methods are given in your book. So several methods are available for this process. The choice of the method will depend upon the nature of ore. So based on the nature of ore and type of impurity, we can choose any one of these method. And some of the common methods of concentration methods are given below here. See, concentration of ore. So concentration of ore, in concentration of ore totally 4 methods are given. First one gravity separation, second one flotation process, third one leaching, and fourth one magnetic separation. In leaching, it contains several types: cyanide leaching, acid leaching, alkali leaching, ammonia leaching. So different types of leaching is given. So next method, that is first method out of that 4. First method is gravity separation or hydraulic wash. This method is used to concentrate gold, hematite, tinstone. So this method is used to concentrate these type of ores like gold ore or hematite or tinstone. Here in this concept, ore having high specific gravity, because the name of this method is gravity separation. So it is based on gravity only. Here ore and ganj, ore and ganj both are having different gravity. Ore is having high specific gravity, ganj having low specific gravity. Based on this point only, we are going to separate ore and its impurities. Powdered ore treated with rapidly flowing current of water. Here powder ore is introduced. Here powder ore is introduced with rapidly flowing current of water. So running water is admitted. This is the powder ore. So that ore contains, that powdered ore contains impurities, that is ganj. That ganj have low specific gravity, so it is moved with water. Impurities moved with water, so that only given here, water and lighter ganj. Because ganj having low specific gravity, so only it can easily go with water. Here ore having high specific gravity, so only it is settled here. So gravity separation is a easiest process. Here powder ore is introduced with running of water, with running water. Here due to high specific gravity, ore is settled here. Due to low specific gravity, ganj particles goes with water. So only here only we are getting ore. This is gravity separation or hydraulic wash. Powdered ore treated with rapidly flowing current of water, lighter ganj particles washed away. See here students, in gravity separation, this method is generally applied to concentrate, native ore such as gold, oxide ore such as hematite and tinstone. Already I told. So this method is used to concentrate these type of ores. And this method, the heading itself contains the reason. The heading is gravity separation. So this method is based on gravity only. Ore having high specific gravity and ganj particles have low specific gravity. Based on this property only, we are going to separate both ore and impurities, that is ganj. Here we are doing simply washing with running water. We are washing ore with running water. So ore is crushed to finely powdered form and treated with rapidly flowing current of water. During this process, lighter ganj particles are washed away by running water due to low specific gravity. So this is gravity separation method. Next method, Froude flotation process. So explain Froude flotation process means you have to write full question. This method is commonly used to concentrate sulfide ore. For sulfide ore, the example is given, that is galena. Galena means PBS, that is lead sulfide. Next one, zinc blend, that is zinc sulfide. Two examples are given, PBS and ZNS. PBS means galena, ZNS means zinc blend. Both are sulfide ore. This method is used to concentrate sulfide ores like galena and zinc blend. In this method, the metallic ore particles which are preferentially wetted by oil and can be separated from ganj. So ore particles preferentially wetted by oil. Based on this point only, we are going to separate ore and impurities here. In our previous question, that is gravity separation, based on gravity difference, we are separating both ores and impurities. Here, the metallic ore particles which are preferentially wetted by oil here, so can be separated from ganj. So based on this point only, we are going to separate ore and impurities here. In this method, the crushed ore is suspended in water and mixed with frothing agents such as pine oil, eucalyptus oil. The crushed ore is suspended in water and mixed with frothing agent. Frothing agent means what? It creates bubbles such as pine oil, eucalyptus oil. So a small quantity of sodium ethyl xanthate, very important compound, sodium ethyl xanthate, which act as a collector, is also added. A froth is generated by blowing air through this mixture. The collector molecules attach to the ore particles and make them water repellent. As a result, ore particles wetted by oil rise to the surface along with froth. The froth is skimmed off, that is collected off and dried to recover the concentrated ore. The ganj particles that are preferentially wetted by water, so it is settled at the bottom. Very simple, students. So this is the container. This container contains ore plus frothing agent like any one of the oil like pine oil or eucalyptus oil, and collector, sodium collector is added, sodium ethyl xanthate collector is added. A froth is generated. So this is the froth. A froth is generated by blowing air through the mixture. Here by blowing air, so here air supply is introduced, that air comes through this pipe and here bubbles are formed. So froth is generated by blowing air through this mixture. The collector molecules attach the ore particles and make them water repellent. Collector molecules attach to the ore particles. So this mixture here, it contains ore, oil and collector. Collector molecules attach to the ore. So this collector molecule is attached to the ore and make them water repellent. As a result, ore particles wetted by oil. Already I told the whole concept, this concept is based on the metallic ore particles which are preferentially wetted by oil. So ore particles is wetted by oil. So it rises to the surface along with the froth. Collector takes ore and take to the froth, take along with the froth, because ore is wetted by oil. The ganj particles are preferentially by the ganj particles that are preferentially wetted by water. Already we know ore is wetted by oil and ganj particles are wetted by water. So it is settled at the bottom. Settled at the bottom. Which one? Ganj particles. That is rocky materials and siliceous matter. That is rocks and sand. That's all. Rocks and sand are settled at the bottom. Ore is present in the upper part of that container, that is along with the froth it is present. So again I am explaining, please listen carefully. This container contains, it takes with ore plus oil like pine oil or eucalyptus oil plus collector. These three all mixed here, and air is passed. So air is passed means here bubbles are created. So bubbles are created, that is froth is generated, and this collector molecule take this ore and it make them water repellent. So it won't attract water here. So this ore is wetted by oil, so it comes to the surface along with froth. If bubbles are created means froth is generated, so this ore comes to the surface along with the froth, and the ganj particles is wetted by water, so it is settled at the bottom of the container. So in next paragraph one more important term is used, that is depressing agent. When a sulfide ore of metal of interest contains other metal sulfide as a impurities means depressing agent is used, that is such as sodium cyanide, sodium carbonate, these are all example for depressing agent. This depressing agent used to selectively prevent other metal sulfide from coming to the froth. By seeing one example we can easily understand that point. When impurities such as zinc sulfide is present in PBS, PBS means galena, in galena Z10S also present as a impurities. So here this impurity is also sulfide ore, so it is also comes with froth during this process. For avoiding this we can add depressing agent NaCN. This NaCN is reacted with that impurities Z10S means it forms complex Na2Z10CN4. So the zinc sulfide won't come to the surface along with froth. Only our ore, that is PBS galena, only come to the surface along with froth. So that Z10 impurities, that is prevented by depressing agent on the surface of the zinc sulfide. So on the surface of zinc sulfide this complex is formed, so only that zinc sulfide won't come to the surface along with the froth. So froth flotation process, usually this method is applicable for zinc sulfide and PBS lead sulfide. Here ore is suspended in water and mixed with a frothing agent like any one oil, pine oil, eucalyptus oil, and small quantity of collector, that is sodium ethyl xanthate is added, and froth is generated by blowing air. The collector molecule attached to the ore particles make them water repellent. So as a result particles wetted by oil and rise to the surface along with the froth. The froth is skimmed off, that is collected, skimmed off and dried, recover the concentrated ore. Here the ganj particles that are preferentially wetted by water, so it is settled at the bottom. When the sulfide ore of metal of interest, that is zinc sulfide, contains other metal sulfide as a impurities, example Z10S. So if PBS comes to the surface along with the froth means this Z10 or Z10S also comes with a froth. For avoiding this, we are adding depressing agent. Here the depressing agent is NaCN is added. That NaCN is reacted with that impurities Z and S and forming this complex on the surface of zinc sulfide. So due to this compound formation, zinc sulfide won't come to the surface along with the froth, only PbS only comes with the froth. That's all. Froth flotation process over. Remaining we will see in our next video. Thank you.